Bill Anderson, the Philly cops have had enough of the guy dressing up like Jesus looking for tips. What do you got?
Yeah, 28-year-old Mike Grant hit rock bottom after he was arrested numerous times. At his lowest period, he describes himself as a satanic rapper named Opal Weaver. He was a heroin addict and got run over by a minivan that his girlfriend was driving. It was at that moment when he hit rock bottom that he says Philly Jesus emerged.
The source of existence, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, was the rock at the bottom, and I surrendered my life to him. And he completely changed my life radically, and he broke every chain of addiction.
So I spent the day walking around Philadelphia with Philly Jesus. That's the character that Grant now portrays as he walks around trying to spread his message. And I got to tell you, he couldn't walk a block without people stopping him. They wanted to shake his hands. They wanted to pray with him. They wanted to take pictures with him. He rode skateboards. He hugged babies. He even freestyle rapped in Love Park. Anything he says to spread the message.
God died for me, and he died for you. He stood in your place on Judgment Day, and with his sweet blood, wash your sins away. I hang out at the worst spots. I go to strip clubs. I go to bars. I go to, basically Satan's playground in the worst neighborhoods in Philadelphia. And I walk around with a cross, and I share the love of God with the worst of the worst.
But as you pointed out, the positive story took a negative turn this past week when the Philadelphia police arrested Philly Jesus for disorderly conduct when he accepted tips for posing for pictures in Love Park. They asked him to leave Love Park. He said no, and so they arrested him and charged him with disorderly conduct. I spoke to his attorney. His attorney said that he didn't do anything wrong.
This is a guy standing in Love Park, spreading the gospel of hope and love and peace. And for our local government to crucify him for that is absolutely ludicrous.
So if the police were trying to silence him, if the arrest was an attempt to silence him, it failed miserably. Because now as we were walking down the street together, now people were stopping him, asking about the arrest and why the police were targeting him, which gave him another opportunity to talk to people and spread his message. But it also started a debate over whether or not it's appropriate for someone to dress up and pretend to be Jesus. He says no matter what it takes, if he can dress up, if he can play the character, if he can spread a message, then it's a positive thing.
I hear it sounds sacrilegious. It's like he's making a joke out of Christianity.
I think it's also freedom of speech. You know, you're allowed to be who you want to be, and you're allowed to express yourself the way you want to express yourself. You know, if I want to walk down the street dressed up like, I don't know, whatever I want to dress up like, I can. Because
well, he's tried it all. He's tried it all. Satanic rapping didn't work. Now he's preaching Jesus' message, and it is working. So there you go. He's on TV.